Diet sodas may not the lesser evil. Some argue they are actually worse than regular soda. To identify reasons why people should stop drinking diet soda, we reviewed scores of medical studies and meta-analyses in journals published by nonprofit health organizations, such as the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Associations. Cancer. Studies are not conclusive when it comes to identifying aspartame as a carcinogen. Research has found that the sweetener can cause several cancers in both male and female rats, but only male mice. In 2016, the Center for Science in the Public Interest downgraded sucralose, known as Splenda, which is used in some diet sodas, from a caution to avoid, because it was found to cause leukemia and other blood cancers in male mice. Osteoporosis. Both regular and diet soft drinks hurt your bones because they contain phosphoric acid. The National Osteoporosis Foundation has stated that people with the condition should not drink more than 5 soft drinks a week. Some research suggests that too much phosphorus in your body can decrease calcium absorption, weakening the bones. A study found that women who drank 3 or more cola-based sodas a day had nearly 4% lower bone mineral density in the hips, even with levels of calcium and vitamin D controlled. Liver problems. There is some evidence diet sodas are linked to higher risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which close to 100 million Americans have. One study found that people suffering from moderate to severe fatty infiltration were drinking mostly regular Coca-Cola and Diet Coke. The artificial sweetener commonly used in diet soft drinks, aspartame, seems to be one of the big culprits. The intestines absorb it and then the liver metabolizes it, but the process is shown to cause mitochondrial dysfunction, which is the root of many diseases, and ATP depletion, which can lead to fat buildup in the liver. Stomach issues. Research in mice suggests that non-caloric artificial sweeteners may be harmful to the gut microbiome. Gut changes that were noted included higher systemic fatty acid levels, which have been linked to obesity and gluconeogenesis. A recent study published in the journal Molecules concluded that artificial sweeteners in general cannot be tolerated by the human body. They were found to have an adverse effect on the gut microbiota, and in some tests induced glucose intolerance. Diabetes and blindness. Daily consumption of diet soda was linked to a 67% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, which nearly 10% of Americans have. Diabetes was the 7th leading cause of death in the United States in 2015. Artificial sweeteners in diet soda may lead to insulin spikes, which worsen insulin sensitivity over time. They can also increase appetite, encouraging a sweet tooth. A study of more than 600 people, published last year in the Clinical and Experimental Ophthalmology Journal, found that diabetics who consumed more than 4 cans of diet soda a week were twice as likely to have vision problems, including blindness. High blood pressure. High blood pressure increases the risk of heart attack and stroke, among other chronic health conditions. Diet sodas are linked to high blood pressure possibly because people who drink artificially sweetened beverages tend to be overweight or obese. Another possible explanation is the sodium content. 1 can of soda contains 40 milligrams of sodium. Even though the recommendation is 1,500 milligrams per day for most adults, drinking more than 1 can a day can add up, especially considering that almost all foods we consume have salt. Stroke. The same study of nearly 3,000 people found that daily consumption of diet beverages was associated with increased risk of stroke over a 10-year period. Older studies have also shown a connection between low-calorie sodas and a significantly higher risk of stroke. Dementia. A 2017 study of almost 3,000 people over 60 found that diet sodas sweetened with artificial ingredients, unlike sugar, sweetened beverages, lead to a higher risk of dementia. People who drank at least one diet beverage a day were almost 3 times more likely to develop dementia. The results were the same after accounting for gender, general diet, smoking, and level of physical activity. Obesity. Artificial sweeteners may cause increased consumption of high-calorie foods. They simply make you crave fatty foods, leading to glucose intolerance and weight gain. Artificial sweeteners may not be natural, but they are sweet, and as such they encourage sugar cravings and sugar dependence. A 2015 study by the American Geriatric Society of nearly 800 people over the age of 65 found that diet soda intake was related to increasing abdominal obesity. Separate research that followed people for over 8 years found that those who drank artificially sweetened beverages were more likely to report increased BMIs. Heart failure. Researchers from Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons and the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine followed more than 2,500 adults for a decade. One group of people frequently drank regular soda, the other diet. At the end of the study, which was conducted in 2012, those who consumed diet soda had a 43% higher chance of cardiovascular disease, such as a heart attack, than those who drank regular soda. Sense of taste. Increased consumption of diet soda can interfere with your sense of taste, according to a study conducted by researchers at San Diego University. 24 diet soda and non-diet soda drinkers were given intermittent sips of sugar water and artificially sweetened water, and asked to rank the drink's enjoyability. The brain's reaction to both drinks among diet soda drinkers was nearly identical, meaning their brain's reward system was incapable of differentiating between sugar and artificial sweeteners.